Okay, cool guys. Welcome to the channel again. Thank you very much for the support. The subscribers, the engagement is really interesting. The comments, I try and get to all of them. If I don't, yeah, well, I don't. Sorry about that. Thank you. My name is Tony, and I'm just gonna be reviewing the previous game, man, against the Welsh. Uh, Gee whiz, 1652. A lot of South Africans have got a lot to say about 1652. Some not so happy. But yeah, 1652, man. Whew. Was it a good game? Was it a tough game? Was it a game that we needed? A game that we needed, yes, because we needed to test our combinations and try out a few things. So yeah, but guys, come on, man, we're playing against kids. Some of the guys were like 20, 21, 23, one cap, three caps, the props. In actual fact, I don't even think we saw any of the scrums being competitive. Even on their own ball, they had to take it out quickly. Otherwise, they got a penalty against them. We were just so superior, right? Against the Welsh, on their own feed. In our own feed, it was always a penalty. So we just annihilated them, man. That's why I don't even talk about the Fetties. The Fetties are doing their stuff, man. They were eating that Welsh scrum like hamburgers, McDonald's or some shit on a Saturday. So the few things that I want to talk about is what I think the coaches wanted out of the game, and I think they sort of got it. Firstly, first and foremost, Sia had a brilliant game. Brilliant game. I think setting up the first try, as well as getting around the field. I think one of the first things that I saw, one of the things that actually shone for me was when he sprinted and actually made a cover tackle. So that was brilliant. You can see that he's in full fitness. He was hitting the rocks well. He was running strong into the tackle. So everyone is happy about that in terms of Sia. He only lost it one half, and I think afterwards Jacques did say that they were only gonna give him one half. So I think that box was ticked, all right, in a way. Another box that needed to be ticked was the midfield, all right, Dialende and Jesse. I think they played pretty well. I think that the combination is starting to click. I think they've played previously together, so the combination they're starting to pick that up. Getting the feel of each other. I mean, they've always been in the Bok camp together, even though that Jesse wasn't starting, but he's always been there and about with the team. Most of the time coming in, to play the wing, but they've played together for a long time. Especially, I think one of my standout highlights from that combination was when they played against Australia. I think it was 2013, if I'm not mistaken, 2014. And Dialende hits the line, offloads and gives it to Jesse Krill. Jesse Krill, cuts the line and then beats the last defender to score. We, of course, didn't win the game. We never win against Australia in Australia. But in that one, it was pretty sore, man, because I think Henneke Meyer had brought back our kicker, Mone Steyn, and Mone couldn't kick the ball out, I think in the second half. And they did a counter and scored. Didn't kick it out from a penalty, if I remember. I stand to be corrected, but I think I remember it correctly. So that combination was pretty awesome. Of course, again, playing against kids, playing against, I think that one guy hadn't played for Wales for the last 2 years or something like that. But I think it was a good hit out for them. So that was good. Moody, Kenyon Moody, wow. I think the guy is what Colby was in 2019 is what Moody is now. He's so confident. He's running with pace, but running intelligently, running the correct lines, reading the game on offense and also in defense. And we couldn't ask for a better winger at the moment. And also, he's giving, he's giving that excitement back to the back line, injecting, like I say, like Colby did for us in 2019. He's doing it now. So like I said, I think he's gonna be, definitely gonna be one of the wingers for the first team. And the jury's out for Colby. He's there. He can do amazing things. But then we've also got the other kid. Kobe Light. I'll put his name there. Sorry, it's just missed his name. But yeah, man, Curtly. I mean, so it's a tight one for that final spot. I think Mapimpi has shot it. He's doing okay, but he's not at the level where the other guys are at. So I wouldn't expect him to be in there. Another thing that we need to talk about is the high balls. The high balls, I think what New Zealand did was actually expose something that we thought we had covered, and we didn't handle it. And now the Argentinians tried it, but they couldn't execute it well, so we could handle it from, against Argentina. So I think we were 50-50 against Argentina in terms of, handling the high balls. But Welsh came again and kicked the ball. We anticipated that. So there was actually one incident where there was an up and under and the ball bounced in between 3 Springboks. That's how much confusion there is about who's catching, how the calls are going, who's coming forward, who's meant to catch between somebody who's coming forward or coming backwards. So that needs to be sorted out. I know we're playing New Zealand in this coming weekend. I think the game is on Friday, so it's going to be interesting in terms of how much work can be put in on the practice ground to actually sort that out, because if we knock it on, it's turnover. If we don't knock it on, but the other team can regather that ball, it puts us under pressure. So it's one of those attacking tactics that international teams do, and we've been doing it for a while, but now we're getting our own medicine, and I'm not sure that we can actually handle it. So hopefully something happens and something is done about that. And then the big elephant in the room, man. Small elephant, but it's a big issue. Manie Libbok. What to do with Manie Libbok? The back line is firing because of Manie. All right, he's brilliant in setting off the back line. Sometimes he does double pumps, ball out. Sometimes he takes the gap, ball out. Sometimes he delays, sometimes he lets it go. I think there was a tactic where I saw it a couple of times where he actually gets the ball, he's not running, he gets the ball standing still and lets it go standing still. I don't know, it's just maybe to keep the defense in check so that they don't drift. But Manie mixed his play brilliantly. A lot of people are shouting about kicking for the post. I don't think that's a big problem. I'm sorry. I think that's in game we can sort of find solutions for it. I think that's why de Klerk needs to be there, all right, to assist and alleviate some pressure from the kicking if it's not going well. But my main problem with Manie is in game, in play kicking, all right, territory kicking. That was abysmal. And as much as he was good in the other facet of the game, that's behind the dominant pack. So behind the dominant pack, you can play your little tricks. You can, spread the ball wide. You've got more time because the opposite defenders have to be on their heels going backwards. And when the ball comes out, you've got more time when they start, generating. But I don't think he controls the game. And that is one of the things that made the Stormers come unstuck against Munster. all right, in the run robin, all right, and against Munster in the final, where he couldn't control the game. And I don't know what's gonna happen. And I think, sorry for Jaden. I know I'm a fan of Jaden and I'm a fan of Williams, and those for me, Jaden starts, Williams on the bench for the second half. So I don't think that they're gonna go with Jaden, because you're gonna need de Klerk there for the tactical kicking and variation, in terms of how to attack. In terms of the ball going to the back line, he's good. Unless we're gonna play like how Real Madrid used to play back in the day with the Galacticos, where it was, you might score some game. You score 2, we score 5. You score 1, we score 3. We just gotta outscore you. And that means now the tries, we're gonna have to be able to, every time that we get a chance, capitalize and score, because we can't trust the goal kicking, nor can we trust that we're gonna have territory to put ourselves in a position again, because the territory game is not up to par. So but all in all, it was a decent game. Sia back doing his best, captained the team well. Villa at the back, he played well. Williams, when he came in terms of the reserves, when they came in, I was pretty happy with how Mostert came in and actually played. It was like back to his old self, which was brilliant. All right, so that is sort of covered now, that guy. Archia, he played well from the start, but I don't think he's gonna start. He's an official bomb squad member. But all in all, Williams also played well, and Willemse, when he came on, he showed some razzmatazz expected. So I don't know what you guys think, man. I think it was a game that we were expected to win. I was saying 20 points. We scored more points. But in terms of what I think we were looking for, we sort of got it ticked. I think the game against New Zealand now becomes us solidifying some of the things that we did on Saturday, or wanted to see on Saturday. So yeah, what do you guys think about that? And how should we actually fix the Springboks situation? Because somehow, as much as it gives us, the attacking flair, the other parts of the game which are needed, especially when the game is tight, how are we gonna sort it out? Are we gonna do? I know with New Zealand, when they play Mackenzie, he's better at defense, so they put him in the back line. They put him at fullback when the other team is attacking All Blacks. So can we find that type of solutions for Money in terms of his kicking, in terms of his out-of-hand kicking, in-game play kicking, and how we're gonna do it? I don't know. I think the key lies with de Klerk now, because he's gonna be the main guy to actually kick, and maybe sometimes, maybe in terms of really hitting the line, as a first receiver, instead of running it, maybe just surprise the other team and actually do the technical kicking from him, because most of the time it's from the scrum half to Money, then Leroux to kick when it's technical. But maybe now we can put him in as a first receiver and do a technical kick from there. If Money is struggling with that. So what do you guys think? 2.20. Thank you for the support.